E.S.A live stream. I have another unboxing for you. I want to go through it pretty quick and then I'll sit us down for our normal live stream session where you can ask questions and we can talk a little bit. So this is the Freego F12. Freego contacted me and offered to send me a scooter. I don't contact any companies, or at least no company that I've contacted to send me a scooter has sent me a scooter. So for every scooter I've unboxed and reviewed and eventually sold on Facebook Marketplace, companies contacted me. I'm not going to keep these scooters. They're usually small commuter scooters. So this is the Freego F12. It's got 12-inch tires. It's got a 500-watt motor. It's a 48-volt, 15-amp-hour battery. It's got front shocks, which is very interesting, a very interesting twist on a commuter scooter. And it's got single rear disc brakes. So that's the Freego F12. I'm going to open it up, and in the future I'll do at least one ride review of it. And that's pretty much all I promise these companies. But first, the unboxing. Let's unbox this sucker. Let's do it the easy way, since I gotta stop accumulating these boxes. That way I can collapse this box and throw it away. Right, it's black. It's pretty cool. Get you in here a little closer. Sorry if I haven't said hello to you guys coming in there. You know, we'll sit down in a second. I just wanted to do this unboxing justice. That's what it looks like in the box. It's definitely all black, which is cool, I think. I mean, this is just a pretty modest commuter scooter, you know, nothing fast. It's got pretty big tires, though. It does have pretty big tires. So, that's a look at it in the box. I'm not going to even bother putting it together, but you can see it's got, like, these are 12-inch tires. These are pretty big. The deck is interesting with this never seen like this design. And the stem is the stem, so. All right, so that's the Freego F12. I will give more of a review on it. Let's light the smoke machine and sit down and get the stream going. Give me a minute, guys. Come on, get up. What's up, guys? I'm almost with this stream. It's coming, almost there. What's happening, guys? I don't have my iPad on yet, so I can't properly see you and say hello. Just give me a second. I hope you're all doing well. One thing I wanted to comment on, some of you guys saw, I made a video short today for the Firelight, which is Ginger on Wheels product. The fucking insane fucking bright light. I'm not going to shine it at you. You'll go blind. But I want you to support Ginger on Wheels. The problem is he's having trouble with his website for this. It was pevfirelight.com, but somebody hijacked it. There's some malware on there. He's going to fix it. But, you know, this is, I like supporting YouTubers, especially somebody like Ginger, who's a pretty modest YouTuber, not a huge YouTuber, but I've known him since he's small. These are amazing lights, and he vetted everything. I can't really tell you the specs. I don't really understand these lights that well, but super high quality light. Ginger on Wheels is a stickler for details, and support his company when these are available, the Firelight. So I made a video today, I posted it, and then a bunch of you guys hit me up and said, hey, there's malware on that site. So I had to make the video private, and I'll redo the video once Ginger on Wheels gets his gets all that malware done. Gets all that malware off of his fucking thing. What's happening, Medicated Bob #1? It's good to see you, always first. What's up, Don Scott? Scoot the Harbor. What's up, Spence? Michael Young. Krager, how you doing, man? I know I need a box cutter. I use a shitty knife. Yeah, we're smoking here for sure. Ezequiel Pereira, what's up from Brazil? How you doing, man? Oh, Ginger has got his site back up already? Hang on a second. Dennis is telling me that because I spoke to him like maybe an hour ago, and he said that, hold on a minute. He didn't say it was up because he said he was working on getting the guy who put the malware up. Okay, so is the site back up working? No, it's not. The malware is still there, so it's not working. So yeah, I didn't think so. It's not working. He might have said on his stream, which is probably happening right now. I made a mistake too. I didn't make a mistake, but I was just watching Ginger's stream, and I have to start mine at like 5 o'clock or soon because I have stuff to do. I don't want to, I have a whole bunch of shit to do. So I put it off as long as I can. I see Ginger is streaming. He might have just said that he's aware of the malware on his, so he's taking care of it. You can the site is pevfirelight.com, something like that. It's not important. You can find it on his Instagram. What's up, Lady Jedi? How you doing? It's good to see you. Consensual love with your mom. Yeah, I'm not sure. The name of the site is, I don't know why I don't have it memorized. It's like pevfirelight.com, but there's definitely malware on there, so it's not really worth. Yeah, pevfirelight.com, but there is malware on there. It's not worth going to yet. Pep, what's going on? What are taxes like as a driver? We file, you know, as independent contractors. That just kind of means we have a little more control over, you know, how much we pay. And I pay about 10% a year as a driver, but I don't make a lot of money, actually. I'm not like in a high bracket. And so I pay about 10% a year. I studied accounting in college. I do my own taxes. Yeah, Kenneth, he needs some protection, that's for sure. It doesn't matter what he says, Dennis. He said he went. The old site might be the old site, but what's the address of the old site? I don't know the address of that. But this site is not working. Will you fasted for 28 hours, Medicated Bob? I wish I could do that. Hey, look, Miss, I'm going to put it in the header, like, about this. I want to talk about what's going on with the channel, because I haven't posted a delivery video in a while. So I did actually take I basically feel like I'm got a little bit burnt out, a little bit frustrated with the lack of kind of effort to, like, reward or pay with the YouTube system. And I felt like my videos really flatlined. And I was also getting very kind of tired of shooting and making videos every day. So I just took, like, I'm taking a whole week off of shooting delivery videos, but I'll be back on Monday. There's not really much to the story, but plenty of people, by the second and third day that went by without a delivery video, people are asking me, where are your delivery videos? Are you okay? Do you got COVID? So I'm taking like a full week off of shooting delivery videos because I just got burnt out. I was putting so much effort into it, and you know, just a little bit frustrated with the channel, but I just keep reminding myself that I'm just making the videos to make them always for the same reason, just for myself. And, you know, it's like my form of self-expression and art. Yeah, Pep. I don't work as an accountant because when I went on interviews at accounting firms, when I graduated college, I was very disenchanted with everything that I saw, and I just didn't want to be a behind the desk worker. So I studied accounting in college, but then I moved to Florida to go into like the flea market business, basically like a kind of a side of my family business where my family was in manufacturing and I was selling our secondary products, like our seconds, our leftovers at flea markets. Like it's a pretty big business actually. But I've had a lot of different jobs. What's up, H Head from Australia? Always coming in from Australia. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Lady Jetty. I just need a. I need a week. I need like a week off. Like I kind of want to try to separate. Kind of want to see what it's like. I wanted to see what it's like doing deliveries without shooting. Okay, guys. I have been shooting. There was a time where I would only shoot every other session because I would take me that long to edit it. But now I'm capable of shooting like a 6-hour session and editing it in the same day, and then releasing video, you know, just day after day after day. And it was really working for a long time. And when the channel is hot and I'm getting like 5,000 to 10,000 views on the overnight, you know, that kind of really helps motivate me to work. But recently the overnight's been really modest and my YouTube money has been going into the sink, which is fine because I'm actually still getting paid from when we went viral last month. Basically, I got a very big check this month, and next month it's going to be down by 60%. It's going to look like Bitcoin. I've been joking, but it's okay. I don't really care that much about that. I'm doing fine otherwise. I love my Ultra 2. I'll talk about that. But yeah, I wanted to see what it was like to work by myself. I forgot, you know, when I started the job in 2019, 2020, I wasn't shooting video until probably the middle of 2020. So when you work by yourself, it's just a lot more quiet, and you're in your head a lot more, and it's physically a lot more relaxing somehow. It's not as shooting, it's just physical work, talking and shooting, and especially shooting B-roll. I haven't even told people that for the last month I've been shooting the last month of videos, last 30 videos probably. I've shot everything on one camera, meaning I would wear it on my chest mount, and then when I wanted to shoot B-roll, I would put it on my tripod, take it off, put it on the tripod, shoot the B-roll, put it back on my chest mount. Because I thought my other GoPro, my Hero 8, was broken, but I fixed it. It's actually really funny the way I fixed my Hero 8. My Hero 8, I thought I corrupted the SD card on the Hero 8 because I lost the door to the battery. Everybody knows those things break and fall off. And I thought that like I got moisture or dirt into the insides of the GoPro, and all of a sudden I could not get the date and the time proper on the Hero 8. It would still shoot, but I couldn't get the date and the time right. And that doesn't sound like a problem, right? Oh, it still shoots, but it is a problem because when you shoot on two cameras, if that shit doesn't download in chronological order, impossible to edit. And I'm telling you, impossible. I tried shooting with this camera with the wrong date and time. So I took the Hero 8 and just put it off to the side for like the whole month. I didn't look at it. And just yesterday or a couple days ago, this is how I fix things. You just ignore it for a long time. I couldn't believe it. A couple days ago, I went to look at the Hero 8 because I was going to go order another camera, and they're so expensive. So I picked it up to look at it, I turned it on, and instantly the first prompt is set the date and the time manually. So my Hero 8 is back in action. I ordered a replacement door. Seems to be working good. And I also ordered, by the way, a replacement wire so it could be back on microphone here pretty soon. But point being is I felt like I was gone for a week. People were asking me what the hell's going on. I took time off from shooting basically, and I also kind of needed to bang out these unboxing videos and these follow-up videos for all these vehicles that I'm getting. Because if I'm complaining about the YouTube money not being good, believe me, I'm selling almost every single review scooter I get. I don't know what other reviewers do. I guess it's like not proper procedure to tell people what they're doing with these vehicles. I'm very small. I get mostly cheap vehicles. Anything expensive that I get, I would keep. But I've already sold the bike. Very happy to sell the bike. I sold a couple of the KQi3 Pros. I sold like a bunch of things. But you know, I need to. It's like the only way I can make any money out of fucking doing those reviews. So I've been needed to shoot a lot of those videos. So instead of shooting delivery videos, I've been making these. You know, tomorrow is going to come out the Turbo Ant review, and then the day after, a couple days later, I got one more follow up on the Max Fine G30, and then I have to make a video for the what we just unboxed, Freego 12. Interesting thing about these companies is almost all of them, they have so little YouTube exposure that my videos, even if I only get a couple thousand views, will be their biggest views. What's up, Top 10 Sports? I sell it on this stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Although I did actually sell the bike to a viewer who contacted. Yes. Like I don't know if I've like second the vlog, but like my channel is about the delivery videos. Like all my scooter videos and everything, whatever which I think is lame. Like when you watch Saronster's group ride videos, that guy's got a camera behind him in front of him. I like making them. I mean Saronster's the best. Jonathan Hernandez, what's my favorite Metallica song? I mean, if you were a real fan, you should know that the Four Horsemen is my favorite Metallica song. What's up, Giambi? Good to see you, buddy. You're still on Ginger right now? It's so funny. Yeah. What's up, Gene Rossi? I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. He's asking me where in New Jersey I'm from. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I went to Ithaca College. Maximilian says Jersey Shore or Venice Beach. You know, they're really different. Venice kind of sucks now. Venice Beach pre-COVID, I would say, wins. Jersey Shore in the 90s beats everything. I had a business in Toms River, New Jersey. I had a business, not Toms River, in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, which was like a beach community. So I know a lot about the beaches there. And Jersey beaches are pretty cool. Jersey beaches are cool. The boardwalks are cool. I mean, you go to the Jersey beach with like a real good anticipation of there's going to be something good to eat here. You know, there's going to be sausage and peppers. It's going to be really delicious French fries, like whatever. I'm cheap. I like French fries. And but Venice Beach was cool. Like Venice Beach, when I first moved out here, was a guaranteed. Anybody visiting you, you would bring them to Venice Beach, and Venice Beach is fucking awesome. They got like vendors on the street that are artists, vendors on the street that are selling like commercial wares at a discount, like socks. Like back in the day, if you needed socks, nowhere else to go. I don't know if this is still the deal. Nowhere else to go but Venice Beach. You get like a dozen pairs for a nickel. You know, it's very, very cheap. But yeah. Giambi, you went to Action Park growing up? Yeah, that's Jersey for you. I went to Action Park because when I went to sleepaway camp, we went to Action Park. I never went to Action Park with my family or anything, but we when I went to sleepaway camp, which was like a big thing, like where I'm from, your parents send you away for 2 months, the whole summer. But we'd go to Action Park, and Action Park, for those of you guys who don't know, you got to watch the documentary on Action Park. Like if you want to know why people from Jersey are tough, like watch Action Park. Like that is like a classic thing where you'd go there and you could get like your head bashed open, like you could just die there and drown. The place didn't matter. The place was just still open, and they had rides that were so dangerous, like big loop-de-loop rides that were only open for a day. They never opened it again, but the ride was still there. It was crazy. You could rent like miniature, if you had a driver's license, you could rent like these mini go-karts that went like 1,000,000 miles an hour. I remember looking at that as a kid, but never going on there. But Action Park, there's a documentary on that. They're small, Dennis. I mean, that's the thing about these KQi3s. They're good build quality, but they're small, I'll tell you that. Yeah, Maximilian. Jersey Shore on MTV. It is sort of, I guess it is a good representation if you mean like the party community. Like I didn't, at any age, I didn't drink and party, so was not really a part of any of that. And those guys were from Long Island, just so you know. Those guys on that show, the original show, were primarily from Long Island. Lady Jedi, I've never actually seen German in Venice down there. I haven't been there in a long time. I haven't been there. I went down there once in the last 3 years, maybe. I drove one of my scooters down there just to do it, and it was when they were doing a big sweep of the homeless situation down there. It got really wild. It got really wild. You gonna be on the show? It got really wild for a while. So I went down there to visit, and Venice Beach was just a mess. And they were just trying to move people out of there, get people out of there. It was crazy. But I didn't look for German in Venice. I mean, I love German in Venice. I do watch a lot of his stuff. I don't really watch anything that, I watch like a few minutes of it. Like I assume like a lot of stuff I can't watch like a whole video of. But yeah, I like Jersey and Venice. She's fucking awesome. Oh, you got a bad connection? Leeds Delivers says the picture is blurry. Can you guys please, how's the picture for the rest of you guys? Let me actually light the smoke machine while you guys hash it out. How's the connection, guys? Because mine seems pretty good. Oh no, it's blurry on my iPad, so it'll get better. Maybe I could figure out a way to make it better. There's nothing I could really do when this happens. It's clear for you because it's funny. Okay, Leeds, my connection on my iPhone looking at you is clear. My connection on my iPad is not good, but everybody else is saying it's good. Let me light the smoke machine really quick. Let's light the smoke machine, and I'll come back and we'll continue talking about whatever the fuck we're talking about. Oh. Thanks, NP Jr., for the 1111 super chat. I like the number. I appreciate the money. I really appreciate it, bro. I haven't been pushing for super chats or Patreons or anything recently. I really should remind you guys. I'll take it. My Patreon, I'm still trying to improve. I have got some new members on there. I am trying to make some unique content, but I haven't even mentioned that I hurt my back really fucking bad today. You see me getting in and out of this chair? Do you hear me moaning? I fucked up my back, guys. I don't think it's going to affect me working, but when I was lifting today, I fucked up my back. You know, there's some dry ice in their tomato garden. I'm glad the picture is good for everybody. Oh, but yeah, I fucked up my back lifting today, so I am unhappy. I'll be okay, though. Yeah, but I wanted to make sure everybody knew that I'm coming back soon to videos. So today is Friday, right? Tomorrow's Saturday and Sunday, and then Sunday after. I'm working both those days, and I'm not shooting video, but I'm planning on working on Monday, and I'm going to shoot on Monday. And I have a lot of different ideas about, I go through a different thought process of like making the delivery videos. Like, should I make it a series? Should I have a goal? You know, I kind of find like recently in the last 10 years in life, it's not easy for me to like even set like a weekly goal for anything, be it like a diet or a workout plan. I'm just better a day at a time. So that's kind of how I'm going to try to take making the videos. But Monday I'm going to go back to shooting, and I'm out there on the Ultra 2. I mean, I haven't really talked about this enough, and I really wish I could put better into words like how great the Ultra 2 is out there for me for delivery. So those of you guys who are watching and don't know, I bet you every single one of you who are now live probably know, most of you know that I have a lot of Dualtrons. I have a Dualtron Ultra first generation with almost 11,000 miles on it. I have a Dualtron Ultra V2. which is almost the same thing as the first generation, very similar, almost exactly, with almost 8,000 miles on it. I have a Dualtron Storm with 3,000 miles on it, and I finally, it was time. I actually need another scooter because the 11,000 mile scooter, it's either revamp that or put it off to the side, garage it. So I've garaged it. So I bought an Ultra 2. I got it from Mini Motors USA. I still am sponsored with Voro and everything. I still work with them. I'm affiliate. I do affiliate work with them, but like they don't give me a deal on buying the scooter. Like they've given me shit for free, but when I want to buy something, they don't really give me much of a deal. I'm just very upfront about this. Mini Motors USA, when I use their affiliate link or just being an affiliate, they give me a bigger discount on the scooter. So the Dualtron Ultra 2, wow. It's so familiar from the first generation because it's got the same swing arms, front and rear swing arms, and it's got the same crown nut, which I'm surprised because I thought that all the new Mini Motors models were going to have the new, whatever the new crown nut is called, or gear nut, whatever you call it, but it doesn't matter because I'm so familiar with all those pieces. Now, if the gear nut and the hinge is a weakness because it can creak if you don't maintain it, I could buy the European version for a couple $100 and fix it. I'm just lazy. I don't do it. I'm terrible with modifications. But point being is this Ultra 2 is brand new. The stem is in perfect condition. The way it rides is unbelievable. I mean, it just eats the fucking road. I've been going over, you go over a big bump on one of these things at modest speeds, 20 to 30 miles per hour. It would flip you if you're on a smaller scooter or a scooter with smaller tires. And this thing, just the way it rides, the way the suspension is built, it doesn't like bounce up and down like a Nami or even like the Dualtron X. It's pretty stiff. But the suspension is still fucking amazing on the Dualtron Ultra 2. Just because it doesn't bounce up and down doesn't mean it's a rough ride. It fucking eats the road. It's amazing. So, but the main thing I really love about it though is it's the biggest battery I've ever worked on. Forget about it being 72 volt. I'm already used to the acceleration and torque of 72 volts from riding my Storm. I've had the Storm for long enough with 3,000 miles on it. That was my first 72 volt scooter. I'm not going to say I mastered that, but I got used to it. It's a big jump from a 60 volt scooters. So this Ultra also has the 72 volt scooter, 72 volt battery, the Ultra 2, but it's 15 pounds, more than 15 pounds lighter than the Storm. And it has a 35 amp hour battery instead of the Storm's 31.5 amp hour battery. It has 40 amp hour controllers too. So it actually has a bigger amp hour battery and it's lighter. So that means more range. So I've been getting legitimate 40-mile shifts on the scooter. That, I don't know how much that seems to people, but for deliveries, 40 miles, I worked a 5-hour shift, I worked a 6-hour shift. Could never do that on my other scooters. I had to use 2 scooters to get like 50 miles. And if I want to squeeze on the Ultra 2, I'm pretty sure I could get 50 miles on a shift. I just don't like to run all the way to the bottom, so I don't want to risk walking home. And a lot of times after 5 or 6 hours, I'm just spent. But it's such a good vehicle for deliveries. If anything goes wrong with the tires, it's the same tires I've been working on for years. I understand the brakes, I understand the swing arms, the fucking hinge, everything but the electrical system. I feel like I can fix anything on the handlebars, everything. Or I've broken and fixed everything on the same scooter. I mean, the Ultra 2, the body is so similar to the Ultras. I'm pretty sure the frame is the same with some additions on the 2, but for 4,000 bucks, it's amazing. You get so much fucking scooter, but it's a little minimalist, you know? The Thunder's got better lights. The Thunder's got the tubeless tires. But the big difference is back in the day, the Ultra had mechanical brakes and the Thunder had hydraulic brakes. And that's really like a $400 or $500 difference just because they're not easy to install like that. It costs, I put hydraulics on my Ultras. It costs money and I get a good deal. But now the Ultra 2 comes fully equipped with nut hydraulic brakes. I made sure that it's a really interesting thing because on the Mini Motors USA site, they haven't updated it to say that the Ultra has nut brakes. It says mechanical brakes. They should really got to update that. Also, another big thing about the Ultra is They got the price down from the Thunder. Get cheap kickstand. These kickstands are an embarrassment. Whatever they're trying to do. I mean, they're calling this an off-road scooter. It's got like a pencil for a kickstand, and the Ultra 2 comes with a single clamp. Those are ridiculous. Those are for smaller scooters. So no problem for me though, because I already took the double clamp off that I had on my first gen Ultra. That's why it's great to have it. Put it on the Ultra 2, and the kickstand is not that easy, not that actually that easy to modify. You have to pull the battery out and shit. I'm sure I could do it, but I'm happy with the Ultra 2. That's what I'm fucking saying. Yeah, Tornado Garden. I don't know. It sounds like they're when I spoke to them, it said that all their shipping is with the nut batteries. You're saying they have to sell out their stock with the mechanical brakes first. I think they're actually gone at this point. I don't think they gave me any special treatment. Hey, what's up, J Barbosa photo from Portugal? How you doing? How do I protect it when it rains? By never going outside. If you ask me any rain or water questions, the answer is always the same. I don't drive and I don't take it out when it's even wet outside. I don't work in the rain. Remember, it's a luxury. For me, I live in, Southern California. It doesn't rain here that much. And when it does, I remember like 2 years ago, we had 10 days of rain. It traumatized me because I couldn't work when I wanted to. I don't go out in the rain. And if you want to go out regularly in wet conditions or the rain, look into learning how to waterproof your vehicle beyond its stock waterproofing. It's been my experience, and none of these vehicles are waterproof given enough rain and time. Especially the motors, if like one tiny drop of moisture breaks through the sealant or the waterproofing that it comes stock with, it might not be a problem right away, but that's like the beginning of having rust like next season, like a year from now or whatever. Like we've seen rusted out motors at Ryan's PEV shop, which is a common thing. Maximilian's asked me if they're bad smog days. Like, no, it's interesting. I lived here for a long time, long enough where I thought that the clouds were yellow, but the smog situation here has changed a lot. I don't think they give California enough credit for changing that. But yeah, in the 90s, we go up to Runyon Canyon, look over the mountain. I'm looking out my window now. I see blue skies. Back in the 90s, early 2000s, I'd go up to Runyon Canyon Park, go to the peak, look out there and be like, oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. It's beautiful, like brown clouds. Like that's smog. It's all smog. It's a lot better now. And you can drink the water here. Hey, Ginger on Wheels is in the house. What's up, buddy? I'm sorry. I started my stream while you were doing yours. I was hoping you would finish yours because I didn't want them to conflict. Although I did notice a lot of viewers in your chat that I never noticed before. But I had to get this done because it's getting dark. I wanted to get this done before dark. I got to eat and then walk the dogs like right when it's getting dark. Like that's my plan. And I'm taking care of my neighbor's cat. I just got a lot of stuff to do, Ginger. So I tried to wait until you were done. Your stream was good. Ginger on Wheels, by the way, up in his game. I go to his fucking stream. I just got all my garage behind me of shit. You had a professional background already. You're fucking just starting to stream. Got a nice professional background. And I already plugged, I got it right here. I plugged the firelight right on, what's going on with this, Ginger, by the way? Did you fix the website? Because I looked at it a second ago. Somebody said, yes, you fixed it. But I went there, and there's still malware on there. So just let us know. Tiger Shark, how'd you do that, man? You fucked up, dude. You missed an important meeting at work. How do you miss meetings? It's okay, it happens, man. Everybody makes mistakes. Explore Wichita 360. That's a Chris Solomon's channel. All right, buddy. There you go. I promoted you without even knowing you. Derek is asking me a tough question, though. My thoughts: Dualtron versus Nami. If you saw my group ride video, you saw me get blown away on my Ultra 2 by the Nami. I actually, ever since then, actually before then, I joined the Nami Facebook group so I could read about it, and I actually have talked with Michael Shah. So if you guys don't know, Michael Shaw's the guy who, I guess the lore is, he broke away from Cabo to make the Nami, and he's very accessible on the Facebook site. Do you have a different name? Is it still PEVFirelight.com, Ginger? Okay, so and Ginger says, Nami is dope, love that scooter. So, yeah, I would say, like, given everything I know about scooters, that Nami is probably a better scooter than a Dualtron. Comparing, like, the Nami to the Thunder or the Ultra, it's probably, like, it's better in that. It's got better suspension, probably has, like, a little better build quality. But it's kind of like the way that I'll say that, like, yeah, Dualtron is better than Cabo, but really only by, like, 5 to 10%. So if the Nami is better than Dualtron, it's better by 5 or 10%. But here's the truth. And I didn't even talk about this, or did I talk about it in the group ride video? So this particular Nami, this guy went through fucking hell with his scooter. I should say scooters. This is this guy's second Nami. I don't think I put this in the video, all the details. This first Nami, it had 3 or 4 major problems. 2 burnt out motors, 1 burnt out controller, 1 battery issue, but I'm not sure if that's the right breakdown, but 3 or 4 major issues. Nami finally said, let us just send you another scooter, okay? You know, they're like, we don't want to keep sending you parts. They send him another scooter, the one he has now, burnt out battery cells in this scooter. They fixed that. He's had no problems since. Okay, so that is why I'm skeptical of dropping $5,000. Not to say that this is going to happen with all the Namis, because reading on the Nami Facebook forum, there's a decent amount of long-term user reports building, but there's still, like, quality control issues that are huge when it comes to, like, this price point, this specific price point, $4,000 and up. And will Nami be here in 12 months? Will the company be? Who is Michael Shaw? Is he some rich guy? Because if the Nami is that much better than a Dualtron, let's just say, how is he selling it for the same price point and making enough money to propagate the company? You know, you can't have a company that's... I know the margins on Dualtrons are very big, because I know the wholesale prices. I'm never going to say what that is, but it's pretty big, you can guess. It's not like when you buy a new car, which is like 3 to 5% markups. The affiliate deals are 3 to 5% for scooters, so you can imagine what the markup is. But point being is, I'm skeptical of these companies. Like, will you be here in a year? And then something that's a little more specific, like Nami, like, how are you going to fix all that shit in a year, you know? But what I wanted to lead up to is, it's been great being on the Nami discussion forum, talking to Michael Shaw, and, you know, he's very cool. His English is not great, but he responds to almost everything. He put up a post about comparing the Nami to the new Segway dual motor scooters. I tried to explain to him in many different words, try to get through the translation. It's a ridiculous comparison. You make an amazing vehicle that is for a connoisseur consumer, the Nami, and the Segway, those dual motors, those are like generic for the generic consumer. But regardless, I feel like he was cool. He said thank you and everything. We got a good relationship. But Ginger says Nami's about to release the V2. They'll be around next year. Make no mistake that I'm always rooting for them, but the only way I'm going to get on a Nami is if they send me one for free. I really should. I should ask Michael, but I think they're probably a small company. But yeah, you know what? You want to prove Nami to me? It's like, put me on it for delivery so I can do 1,000 miles a month on it for 6 months straight, and let's see what happens. There's some, but still not that many 5,000 mile Namis out there. But it's a cool fucking scooter. It's Batman scooter. It's very cool. And it's big. It's 105 pounds. Same problem that the Storm has. It's too big. But I like the Ultra 2. The Ultra 2 does not need a damper at high speeds. I took it to 55 miles. I didn't even make a big deal about this. And this is my first time even saying it. I didn't even say it in the fucking group ride video. I did 55 miles per hour on the Ultra 2 at the group ride. It's the best place to do it because we have a really cool straightaway. And I knew that I was going to do it, but I didn't set the settings up all the way. That's why the Nami beat me that bad in the race, because my settings were on medium battery saver, level 4 out of 5 acceleration, and
I just didn't have everything dialed up. And everybody knows that like recreational users put everything on maximum, and I have my shit set up for deliveries. For deliveries, I have everything dialed down. I dialed it up for the group ride, but not all the way. I didn't think I was going to be racing. So anyhow, but I wanted to make sure I could get to maximum speed. So I took it on like regular battery saver. There's 3 batteries. There's max battery saver, min battery saver, and the middle battery saver. I put it on middle. I just wanted to make sure I could go maximum. So it took a while actually, I guess, to get from like 40 to 50. And we got a pretty long straightaway at 51, 52, 53. I was like 55. Holy fuck. And nothing is shaking. And I'm on off-road tires. I'm not even on road tires. So I know for sure, although very good possibility, the Dualtron speedometers fresh out of the box don't read right. So on GPS, it might not have been 55, but I don't care about that. I got no video of it, although it's in the group ride video. It doesn't look that fast. What's up, What Traffic? $9.99. What Traffic? I met this guy, just so you guys know. What Traffic always drops money on me. What's up, Papo? And I always do like the smoke machine for him. And he's also the owner of the X at the group ride. We're talking about that moment right now. So I'm going to do a bong hit for you, What Traffic. It's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming out to the group ride. We had a great time. Did you have your scooter dialed down? Because I feel like you could have caught that Nami for sure. But at 55 miles per hour, the Ultra 2, no damper necessary. I mean, that's an interesting thing. Like, what is the need for a damper a measure of anything, right? Like, why all of a sudden the scooters need dampers? We didn't fucking have these things on the scooters a couple years ago. Like, you don't have to be that long in the scene to remember that there was no dampers on the Kings and the first generation Dualtrons and shit like that. There's still no fucking damper on the Thunder, and there's no damper on the Ultra. There's a damper on the new Storm, I've noticed. It's just you guys want to go crazy fucking speeds, but 55 miles per hour, no damper on the Ultra, on my mother's life. I should make another video doing it. Oh, I broke out some of my old gear. I might put on heavier gear and try it. I have like a full chest protector. I've been driving around too long without my elbow pads. Let me do this fucking light the smoke machine for What Traffic. Good to see you, buddy. Good to meet you too. Oh, my back. Fuck. We'll do a double, $9.99, double the fun. My back is fucked up. It's all right. I've had back problems my whole life. It'll take a couple days to go away. Oh, that was a Ginger on Wheels. That was just a one-off. That situation with that I'm describing. You said I heard about that shit Nami, but Fluid Free Ride replaced his scooter. So is that the only time they ever had to replace the scooter? I don't know much about it. That guy was very cool though. That guy, very cool, very fun to talk to, and the Namis are cool. Wow, it's interesting. You have 3 or 4 Namis at the Seattle group rides. I haven't really been to any of the really big group rides, but last one I had 30 people, and we still didn't have a Nami. Like when a Nami shows up out here, it's a little bit of a celebrity scooter. No, I know they're good scooters, Ginger. There's no doubt. I'm not buying one. They got to give me one. So Lady Jedi is saying the smog is much better now. Yeah, I definitely agree. That's why. What Traffic says I had his. So What Traffic is the guy who was driving the X2 in the video, for that moment where we were racing kind of. And I was thinking to myself, why the hell isn't this X2 pulling away from me? Because it's faster than the Ultra for sure, but he was only in second gear, and you're still beating me. Yeah, I hear you. That Nami was fast though, But the thing is, for me, it's like it's almost like not a part of judging the scooters at this level. Like which one can win a race off the line. That's not important. They're all so fast that if you're not an experienced rider and you do that, you'll just get thrown the fuck off of it. I mean, thought it was very cool. I like racing like that. But, yeah, no, Nami's a cool fucking scooter. I don't like, I'm not, it's like it's a big price difference. First of all, for me, I get the discount at Mini Motors USA, and now like having a fleet is very important to me. That's also like I really should mention like why I like the Ultra 2. Everything is interchangeable. My first and second generation Ultras, really, because it's almost like the Ultra 2 is really the Ultra 3. It's a little bit confusing. The second Ultra is called the V2. The first Ultra is just called the Ultra. But the swing arms, the tires, the hinge, almost the whole thing, it's interchangeable. So for me, it's like I'm not going to switch brands, but I'm not stupid. Like I've seen a lot of evidence that the Nami is great, and I'm on the forum. You know, I'm on there and I see what's going on. There are some problems here and there. A guy just got his Nami today. That looked like that. The pictures looked like it was like some used model sitting on the floor. So what Nami is going to have problems with is with their dealers. So when a problem like that happens, you see Michael Shaw will go on there and say, all right, who's the dealer? I'll talk to the dealer. So that is like the advantage. You know, I tried to explain to Michael that the Nami is like a craft beer at this stage. Like I know you guys, you might see a few of them in Seattle, a few of them in LA, but on the world market there, I'm still imagining they're still very small. So to me, it's like a craft beer almost, where you can know the owner and you can expect changes in the product. But he's gonna have to give me one. I don't got $5,000 to drop on one of these things. Give me one. Give me one. Give me one. I want one. They're fucking cool. I do think though. I mean, it did like I don't know if it's a conversation, but so the suspension on these things, it's like it's overkill, right? It's just like bouncing up and down. What's up, Chris Dudley? Thank you very much for the $2. I appreciate your super chat. You're asking me what I think about the Apollo Ghost. I'm a little biased because I don't like electric scooter guide, and like that's an electric scooter guide scooter that if they didn't exist, there'd be no Apollo brand. They're just like it's their company as far as I can tell, for the most part. So, and I don't really see their scooters that often. So I don't know. I'm sure it's pretty good. I have a pretty strong opinion of most known brands, just because if you compare, you know, let's say back in the day, like I mean, a couple of years ago, all there really is just Cabo and there's Dualtron. Everything else kind of was shitty. But now, like every price point, the scooters are pretty good. So I bet you the Apollo line is pretty good. I like to comment on scooters that I haven't either seen a lot. We don't even see them. You know, I kind of help manage my friend Ryan's PEV repair shop. We see a lot of scooters, but we don't really see any Apollos. There's not a huge volume of them on the road. But that being said, we also get referred a lot of Mini Motors USA jobs. That's all Dualtron. So, yeah, I mean, they're great. The Jersey Style says the Apollo Pro looks promising. The 2023 Apollo Pro. What's up, Jersey? Good to see you, buddy. I believe it. Look, these guys are masters at marketing. These guys are masters in marketing, and that's what it's all about. And really, like, if I really get crazy into a rant, you've been here when, like, that's what's wrong with scooter information. Like, the slicker, better videos are really going to sell scooters. It's like not, you don't have to be a genius to figure this out. It's like we're making commercials, you know? Like, I don't sell a lot of scooters. No YouTuber with fucking 15,000 subscribers almost, right? 14,000 has sold less scooters than me. I don't sell a lot of, I don't make good commercials. So Ginger on Wheel says Apollo has all sorts of weird features coming out on their new scooter, like the fact that it doesn't have a speedometer and you have to use your phone and the app for a readout. Yeah, doesn't have a speedometer. That's fucking weird. Here's the thing is though, like I have been running into the scooters at all price points that are operated via an app. Now, none of them with no speedometer. That's true. Apollo Pro's got no speedometer. That's a little fucking weird. I guess they're just assuming that like everybody puts a phone mount. Everybody has a phone, right? And everybody puts a phone mount on their scooter, right? But to me, I really do not thrilled about downloading all these fucking apps on my phone from all these fucking companies. But it is what it is. Like, that's fucking crazy though. I didn't know that. What's up, Dashing Trader? Nice name. I'm glad you like the content. I appreciate your support. Well, it's always good to have Ginger on Wheels in here. He fucking's got great opinions on stuff. Also, if your new Apollo gets stolen, it has a feature where you can talk to the thief through your phone with a speaker in the scooter. Oh, that's fucking fantastic. Are you crazy? There's a speaker? Wait a minute. There's a speaker built into the scooter. So somebody steals it. You can say, "Hey, motherfucker!" And the guy will be like, "What's that?" "It's me, the scooter. I know you stole me. Put me back." That's what I would do. I would say, like, "Get off of me. I'm a transformer. I'll fuck you up." So, are you serious? Are you making that up, Ginger? That sounds like some sort of a scooter joke. You know, they made a scooter that if a guy steals it, you can talk to the thief while he's stealing it. But Ginger, you're fucking killing me. J. Barbosa Photo, you want to have an X2, but they're expensive, obviously. You have Urban Glide E-Cross. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. I'd like to look that up. What's up, Kurt Flirt 2? Good name. Gio, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, it's the X2 is cool, Barbosa Photo. The X2 is cool. You know, it's got what traffic here's got one. It's big. It's 150 pounds. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's a limit. To me, there seemed to be a limit. At least for delivery work, I don't remember what it's like to just get a scooter for fun. But for delivery work, the Storm at 105 pounds was just a little big. A little hard to manipulate when it's at a standstill. You know, that's what's difficult about a heavy scooter. But the X is sick, man. That's like I was telling what traffic, the owner of the X2 out there, I said this is either a top 3 or a top 5 scooter of all scooters. You know, it's like Ryan is like the #1 scooter, and maybe some sort of Weeped, the Dark Knight is #2, right, or whatever. X2 is up there. It's a serious $8,000 fucking scooter that's got everything, that has no problems. Although we see them in the shop a lot because X2 owners are usually not broke guys. They're usually guys with some money who don't know how to fix shit themselves, which many scooter owners have this problem. But we've seen a lot of X's in the shop. Plus people, listen, none of these scooters are built for off-road. I don't care what you say, like, you can off-road it only a couple times before you're going to be in the shop. And I mean, like, hard off-roading. Like, gentle, dirty roads is not off-roading, but like real hard off-roading where you're slamming on it and shit, like you do with a dirt bike and shit, like the scooters can't take it. We see them in the shop all the time. So yeah, the X2 is very big and it's dense. You know, it's pretty big in person, Ginger, but it's not like, you know, it's not huge, but it's everything about it is dense. You know, the metal is dense. That's pretty good. Leads delivered. How's your picture, by the way? You got a 12-pound tip for a half a mile, and they tipped you through the app. I like that when you pick an order, and it's a good order, and you're like, I'm going to do this for $8.50, 1.6 miles. The guy must have tipped $3, $4, $5 maybe even. And then you get there, and he gives you another $5 or something cash. That's nice. You know what never happens is when it's a low-paying order, sometimes you have to take them. What never happens is you get there and then the guy dumps money on you, right? It actually is the person who over tips in the app or tips good in the app who'll be more inclined to show up with a little extra cash. Dashing Trader, you tried a 49cc scooter? That's cool. I'll check it out. The name of your channel is Dashing Trader. I'll check it out. Guys, check them out. Let me know what you think. Alrighty, guys, we're doing pretty good here. Yeah, I mean, do you like the thick bars on that or not? Ginger says we're talking about the X2. I think it's the thick bars for me. The stem is 6 inches wide on that X2. Yeah, the stem is crazy. It's nothing like any other type of a stem, and it's probably what the stem has to be for like that vehicle. You know, it has to be something like burly as fuck. That stem doesn't creak as far as I know. It's a different design. But yeah, that stem is like this thick. You know, it's like this wide. It's gigantic. Oh yeah, Jersey style. Actually, I forgot. You're complimenting the Pro, but you have experience with the Apollo. He's saying he's owned two different Apollo models and they both failed. Yeah, it's tough when you have two of a scooter and they both fail. You're not going to like it. I mean, again, we're asking about thinking about the Apollo line. I don't know much about it. I'm biased against the electric scooter guide. I'm biased against almost everything but Ginger on Wheels and a couple other YouTubers anyhow. But especially electric scooter guide, like there's like the scooters are probably just mediocre. Most of the price point of scooters below 3,000 is mediocre anyhow. It does make the scooter look big, Ginger. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I mean the scooter is big. It's 150 pounds. It's crazy, but it's got 13-inch wheels. I was looking at that, man. That was when I did the group ride. I was very impressed with like how big 13-inch tires are. I guess I thought they were 14, but he told me they were 13-inch. But he says there's, by the way, they you can do something to make it go faster than stock. He says his goes 69 miles an hour. Yeah, Ginger on Wheels is saying, can I share a short mini review of the Ultra 2? You mean like right now or just like, am I going to make a video? Yeah, I'm loving the Ultra 2. Maybe you weren't here. I love the Ultra 2. It's got everything that every other Dualtron has, but a little better, a little more. It rides amazing. It rides just like the Storm, but it's lighter, but still just eats the road up. I'm keeping off-road tires on it. The bigger battery is proving out to be amazing. I'm just loving it. The way it's riding is fantastic. And it's got a shitty kickstand. It's got the first generation gear nut, which is actually good in the sense where if I want to get rid of the creaking and never have to maintain it, I can buy the European or the Russian version and install that for a couple $100 because that's always been available. I don't know if they have that for the new generation gear nuts. Problem with the Ultra 2 is it comes with a single clamp. I already upgraded that to one of my double clamps, but I like the Ultra 2. I got a couple 100 miles on it. It goes 55 miles per hour without a damper. It's fucking sick. I fucking love it. Your tower scooter? I don't know what that is, Jersey style. I know you buy a lot of fucking scooters, bro. Maybe cancel one of them. You probably got something else coming. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? Hang on a second. I think it's gonna be hot dogs for dinner. So I think give me 1 second. Let me throw some hot dogs in the oven. All right, we got a couple Hebrew Nash in the oven now, so let's not burn the house down. Yeah, Tornado. That's the Dualtron X. That's the only one that weighs 150 pounds. Harry Nilsson, his name is Ginger on Wheels because Ginger is slang for being a redhead. He's a redhead. Scoot the Harbor, you're funny. You know what it is, Ginger? He says, good to hear about the Ultra, except the kickstand. Surprised they didn't upgrade that. Shouldn't have to fix the sim. I know it's bullshit. But, you know, it is like the Ultra specifically, I think they really cut corners to get the price down. I'm positive that the business, especially at that level, is driven by price point. And, like, that's what they've studied. And there's, like, a difference between having, like, a $4,500 scooter and a $4,100 scooter. And I kind of remember, actually, from my early phase of buying my first Ultra, that was so expensive, $4,000. It doesn't seem as much now, because now I realize what I get out of it. But before you buy your first $4,000 scooter, there's a difference between like $3,500, $4,500. So they have the Thunder and the Ultra, not because they're so different, just so they can have a price point like just below the Thunder. And that's why Cabo is so big, because it's got that nice like $500, $700 lower price point that people just eat the fuck up. But you know, there's no doubt that Cabo makes a better scooter than Dualtron, but it's a big savings. Yeah, I haven't had a Nathan's hot dog in a long time, Tornado Garden, but we only eat the fucking Hebrew Nationals around here. I got fucking, I got sauerkraut, I got relish, I got spicy brown mustard. I'm pretty hungry, actually. I actually got to drink some water. My stomach fucking hurts. Hey, what's up? What's up, Cycle? I'm actually going to get ready to sign off pretty soon here, guys. I'm getting fucking pretty tired, and I have so much shit to do. I guess I got, oh, my dog. I got to eat this. I got to walk the dogs. I got to go take care of my neighbor's cat. See, I'm getting ready to sign off, actually, now that I think about it. Alrighty, guys, listen. It was good seeing you guys. It was fun starting off the unboxing. I appreciate your support. Sorry I'm just dropping off right here, but if you got any comments or questions, throw them down below, and I'll always get back to you. We've been streaming for an hour. I'm fucking beat. Lady Jedi, it's good to see you. Everybody else, Dennis, Medicated Bob, good to see you guys. Ginger, thanks for joining if you're still there. I'm out of here. Me and the baby's got shit to do. These dogs need to be walked. Thank you for your support.